As I look at old photos of us, I remember how close we were when we were little. We did everything together. I remember on a hot July day how ecstatic we were about getting a Costco-sized package of fireworks that was the same size as we were. We couldn't wait to set them off. I recall sharing the same rocking chair in our family room, meant for only one child, but both of us somehow managing to fit. We would reminisce about memories of Disneyland after we got back, still so happy about our new Mickey Mouse hats. Luckily, Mom was always there to snap a quick picture. I loved having someone to look up to. Everything you did, I was 2 steps behind you, ready to do the same thing. When Mom used to punish you for playing a little too rough with me, she would send you to the corner. I used to feel so bad I would sit there with you, waiting for your timeout to be over so we could continue our playtime. I remember one time when Lucky thought it was a good idea to attack me while I was in the backyard alone. I remember him nipping at my legs and making little holes in my pants. But I mostly remember how you rushed to open the sliding glass door for me, which at the time was a little too heavy for me to pull open by myself. You pushed Lucky away from me with all your might and got me safely inside. You were always there for me at the times I needed you the most. As we grew up together and became teenagers, I realized that the almost 4-year gap between us was slowly ripping us apart. As time went on, we noticed we had nothing in common. No friends, no games, no hobbies. We never did anything together except argue about who could use a laptop first. Even though I tried to pretend it wasn't a big deal, it made me sad. Occasionally, Mom would force us to do family things together. I remember one in particular, a canoeing trip to Washington. It was one of those long, boring trips that took the entire day. We both knew that there were a million other things we could be doing that day. Little did I know that this would be one of the funnest moments I would have with you, and one of the last. It was a hot and humid summer day, the kind where you start sweating as soon as you leave the air-conditioned car. We canoed down the river, gasping in awe of the birds and trees. The beaming sun must have gotten to our brains, because after pulling on each other's canoes for a while and trying to steal one another's momentum, I ended up yanking a cord attached to your canoe and tipping you over with you inside. You stood up in the dirty, murky water, and to our astonishment, it was only 4 feet deep. The look on your face was priceless. I can picture you right now in my mind, struggling to get back into your canoe, trying to find that perfect balance of tipping your side just enough for you to get in, without letting water inside. I was expecting you to retaliate, but you didn't. We hadn't had that much fun together in a while. That was one of the happiest days of my life. I will never forget it. In high school, you loved to play tennis and made varsity your first year. I remember how envious I was that you could so easily pick up a sport and be amazing at it. I remember how much you enjoyed playing it, and I regret more than anything not coming to any of your tennis matches, even though Mom begged me to. You were almost done with your freshman year of college. All you wanted to do was have a fun day with your friends. The first hot day of the year. Crossing a freezing river wasn't a part of the plan. Your death was so sudden to everybody. One moment you were there, and the next you were gone. Life screeched to a halt, and although the days still dragged on, I was numb to everything. About a year after your death, I decided to quit soccer and try to play tennis. I thought it would be a way to be closer to you. I realized how hard it is to quit something you've done for 7 years and play something brand new. At first, I had no idea how to even hold a racket. I wish you were there to show me how to do it the right way. I was so frustrated at how bad I was. Before the next season, I practiced every single day for months, and it paid off. I made the upper varsity team, and I couldn't stop thinking about how proud you would be of me. I also noticed after your death that you own the whole Lord of the Rings series and soundtrack. You must have really liked the movies to also purchase the music in it, so I decided to give it a try. I watched almost all of them in a row, and although it took about 12 hours and wasted my entire day, I loved them. Doing all the things you love doing and enjoying them myself somehow makes me feel closer to you. Knowing we have these things in common comforts me. Sometimes I find myself wondering why you had to leave so soon. These are the times when I need you the most. To reassure me that wherever you are, you're still happy. When you died, I lost my only sibling and my other half. I often think about the times where you would be right by my side. My high school graduation, me going off to college, my wedding. And although I know you can't be there in person, you'll always be with me in spirit and in my heart. If you were still alive, we would be doing so many things together, just like when we were little.